Qatar Airways is the state-owned airline and flag carrier of Qatar and has become one of the largest and most advanced airlines in the Middle East. Qatar is a first-class, full-service airline taking passengers to over 140 destinations as of 2015 and 172 destinations as of 2019. Qatar Airways is also one of the largest cargo operators in the world. The airline is fully owned by the Qatari government and joined the One World Alliance in 2012 as a member-elect, then becoming a full member in 2013. Qatar Airways' main competitors are two other Middle Eastern airlines, Emirates and Etihad. The airline is based from Hamad International Airport, which it also largely operates. The airline is based on a hub-and-spoke model, which means arrival and departure times are critical to permit passengers to connect onward to their final destinations in a timely manner. Qatar Airways is owned 50% by the state of Qatar, and it owns multiple divisions within that cover parts of the vertical value chain, such as the airport, catering, holidays, executive travel, on-ground services, and travel agencies. A pestle analysis shows political factors being a highly competitive business environment, tight regulations for the aviation industry, and varying levels of war and security factors of nations throughout the world. Economic factors include the possibility of recession, rising fuel prices, labor demands, and high rates of bankruptcies. Social matters show services for less money, less business class travelers, and automation making life more convenient. Technological factors include the addition of check-in and ticketing services to mobile apps and the deployment of advanced aircraft tracking technology. Qatar is perfectly positioned to connect Europe and the Americas with Asia, Africa, and Australia via the Middle East. The scope of their operations covers about 35% of the global traffic today. The global aviation industry is expected to grow significantly, between 4.5 and 4.8% annually. Boeing and Airbus estimates show around 38,000 new airplanes over the next 20 years being needed. The markets of tomorrow show unrelenting demand. 5 key trends affecting commercial aviation for the next 20 years is overcapacity and fare pressure that will reduce per passenger yields. Intra-regional routes will continue to dominate the air travel market. Smaller aircraft are key to unlocking new route potential. Airline profitability and financial stability will increase by prioritizing profit per passenger over the cost per seat. Airlines will replace aging fleets with modern, fuel-efficient, and right-sized aircraft. Changes affecting the airline market are substantial, such as the growth of the Chinese market, the rise of low-cost carriers, advances in meteorology, and advancements in in-flight services. A SWOT analysis shows Qatar Airways' hub, government backing, and its young, efficient fleet as being key strengths. Weaknesses are centered around labor relations and changing political and economic environments throughout the world. Opportunities include low oil prices and new and emerging markets. Threats are local market protections for other airlines and high competition from low-cost carriers. In order to sustain its competitive advantage, Qatar Airways must continue to take advantage of its hub as a transit point to connect the world. Unparalleled customer service emerged from design thinking and should be only improved upon. Fleet size diversity is ideal to remain flexible in changing marketplaces and goes far to optimize efficiency when deploying new routes. Finally, the country of Qatar is in an economic growth phase, which serves the airline well. Qatar's young and efficient fleet and vertically integrated value chain allows a low-cost base. The low-cost base, coupled with aircraft sizes fitting for most airports, enables it to serve and expand into destinations that are lower margin or where lower initial capacity is needed. As a result of more, smaller destinations, an overall network effect of the airline is increased. In order to sustain competitive advantage, we focus on a few strategic issues. How to cope with the emergence of low-cost carriers, suppliers' lack of delivery, low market penetration and capacity in certain markets, bad reputation for labor relations, and low passenger load factors compared to competitors. Our recommendations are to expand partnerships with low-cost carriers in growing regions, remain part of the One World Alliance, establish partnerships with other suppliers, wet lease to bridge the gap in deliveries from suppliers, and focus on connecting US and Europe with Asia, Australia, and Africa. Focus on service and luxury, both business class and economy, and keep the hub-and-spoke model. Focus on luxury, business class products, but also efficiency. Focus on a differentiation strategy and also on cost leadership at the same time. Eliminate labor issues. And during recessions and economic downturns, invest rather than divest. Focus on partnerships within the World Alliance and with low-cost carriers, hotels, and other sponsors. Partner with local operators, both airport and services, and, growth permitting, add an additional hub. Making the most of what the airline has to offer requires wise use of what it has at hand. By focusing on these key issues and maintaining the already high level of quality that permeates the airline today, it's hard not to see how we will not be doing what the airline slogan says best: going places together.